Welcome to Everything Money. In this video, we will show you what happened this week with Robinhood. They missed earnings. Their usership is down. We will show you the financials and the fundamentals using our software. What are the numbers behind this company and how does that translate? We will teach you how that translates into a stock price, which got smoked. We will head over to Mo to see what the heck happened and if people are trading this at a quicker pace. All of this and more in this video. But first, who are we? I am you. I bring your normal person questions to a couple wealthy guys who manage $100 million in real estate, stocks. They have many businesses. I have a couple businesses, Paul. All of this, I'm learning from these guys, and you can too, especially about this new company, Robinhood, how to be cautious with IPO and new companies, especially around earnings. Mo will talk about all of this. Paul, your thoughts about Robinhood in general, a new platform, young investors getting in. Give us your take on this new company.
So first off, guys, follow us on Instagram. We have a new Everything Money account, and also follow us on our personal accounts because it's the only thing that makes our mothers happy for us is we have more Instagram subscribers.
Yes.
So Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett always talk about there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? There's no way Robinhood is actually free trading. Everybody who says free trading doesn't exist. Robinhood's goal was to bring investing to the average Joe. But it kind of made investing a video game, which everybody loved, but is investing really a video game?
Yeah, text updates and sort of cheering on.
Yeah, and you literally get that, right? Weren't you on Robinhood?
No, I've never. Mo, are you on Webull for options?
I have Webull, but I have a Robinhood account too. So
no, I don't. I never got on.
It's not funded, but I have it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I look at Robinhood. I'm not going to say Robinhood in and of itself is a bad platform. I don't know. It's not. I can't blame Robinhood for what their users use it for, but I can blame Robinhood for trying to gamify all of these investments. I just don't believe investments should be a game like that, where it's like, oh, let me buy this, see it go up, unless there's a process to that, right?
Yeah, I don't think there is for a lot.
Yeah, they make their platform very user-friendly and very hip.
I'm okay with.
It's good, but it's bad the angle they're taking.
In terms of the company, Paul, this IPO'd in early August. It went bonkers. Everyone loved it. This is the best thing ever. It skyrocketed to $70. It is now less than $35.
So it's fallen in half.
Oh boy.
So guys, let's look at our Everything Money software, the exclusive software. We're going to look up Robinhood right now. You'll see how little data there is on Robinhood. Their ticker symbol is HOOD. Okay.
Should be HODLD.
Okay.
HODL, yes.
Yeah.
So guys, their market cap is $30 billion. Their revenue is $1.36 billion, and they lost $2 billion last year. So they brought in, they not only spent every single dollar they brought in, they went and spent an extra $2 billion on top of that. I just look at these companies and I think to myself, why are we buying this? Look at their financial statements, income
it's
statement.
Exciting, Paul. I mean, that's why I would think it's exciting.
Great. And I look at it going,
it's flashy, it's fun.
They have a high gross margin. Their gross profit is 1.25 and they're 1.36 billion.
Super high.
But they're spending a lot of money growing with SG&A expenses, right? They're trying to spend a lot of money to grow with advertising. I mean, we've been reached out to from Robinhood and Webull. Hey, promote our product and we'll pay you. And we're like, no thanks. But we just do that for everybody. We don't need that to do it. I look at this, guys, and I'm going to look at the quarterly basis. I mean, there's just... Oh my God! Look at this revenue.
That huge revenue
Holy
miss.
cow!
Mo, talk about what happened this week.
So their revenue dropped 14% last quarter, the quarter of 3. But
more than 4. You said 14 or 40?
14.
No,
they dropped even more. They put it
565 down to 270.
Ooh, that's bad. Okay, the story that I just read is wrong then, which is not surprising coming out of the news. Their usership, though, more importantly, that declined from 22.5 million funded accounts to 22.4. So they didn't grow. They lost.
This is
That's
so
bad.
hip to. They missed revenue by 16.6%. They expected.
No, they missed revenue by 16 points.
Yes. They expected 437 and reported 364.
What is this showing?
That's what I read. Seth.
Okay.
This is, and also their crypto thing. Their crypto because they're the big crypto platform out there besides Coin. That also fell. Where did that fall to? I mean, they only generated like $50 million from that or something. $51 million coming from crypto trading. And that was supposed to be their like staple.
At the time we say that IPOs, the term is it's probably overpriced. And in this case, Paul, in general...
I don't get it. Paul, you don't understand.
Yeah, you don't get the growth. Paul, in general, your thought process about IPOs like Robinhood and what you would hope our viewers are doing when they do finally invest in a company?
Guys, go to the research IPOs. They do terrible. What I'd rather do is pick the established businesses that have a track record that are sticking around for a long time. Somebody called me a value investing dinosaur the other day. Love it. That's the compliment I received. I love being a 40-year-old dinosaur.
You're a velociraptor.
I am a velociraptor. I come in and anyways. What I want to do, though, is show you guys another brokerage that has a track record. There's a company called Charles Schwab.
Never heard of them, Paul.
Yes. They just bought TD Ameritrade. Mo and I use Schwab and TD Ameritrade. So I go to our exclusive Everything Money software, click 8 pillars.
But, Paul, why would you invest in a company that's been around for 80 years and not one that's been around for just 2 or 3, Paul?
I have no idea because I'm pretty stupid. Charles Schwab.
SCHW.
There we go.
Perfect.
Guys, this is actually a much larger company in market cap. They have $155 billion market cap. But look at this, guys. They made revenue of $18 billion and net income of $5.4 billion. Profit margin of 30%. A dividend of $1.6 billion.
Jeez.
Average 5-year free cash flow of 4.3. Free cash flow last year, $7 billion. And by the way, I'm guaranteeing this free cash flow last year was because of the markets. Everything soared last year. So I wouldn't necessarily go off that number. You're looking at this going, would I rather buy Robinhood for what Robinhood market cap?
30.
30 billion. Would I rather buy all of Schwab for 155? Somebody out there will say, oh, Schwab is cheaper. That's like saying, would you rather buy a Chevy for 20,000 or a Ferrari for 200? I'd rather have a Ferrari for 200,000. Much rather have a Ferrari for 200,000. This is a no-brainer in terms of comparing the two.
What we typically do, folks, is use our 8-pillar analysis to look at their profit, their PE, their shares outstanding. We'll go through it right now to show you what you could be investing in with a great company. Go ahead, Paul. Keep going.
So, guys, the first two metrics are 5-year PE. This one's 44. That's an X. We want it less than 22.5. Now, let's head over to the income tab. So I go to the top, hit the income statement. What I want to see here is revenue growth over the last 5 years. Now, the great news is, guys, these things will all tell you a story. And your question is to fill in the details. 5 years ago, they did $8.35 billion. Last year, they did $18 billion. That's good.
Yeah,
however,
I see
it went from 10 to 18. So what happened here?
Huge people getting in the game.
And they also bought TD Ameritrade. I'm quite sure this has to do with TD Ameritrade also, right? So, fine. Another thing I look at, net income, guys. 2.28 to 5.4. I mean, incredible. This company makes a ton of money. Robinhood loses a ton of money. Shares outstanding. Now, here's something that's a silent killer, guys. They were declining their shares outstanding, and then they skyrocketed. They probably made an acquisition. The TD Ameritrade acquisition was probably issuing shares to do that. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It can be both. The question is, did they buy TD Ameritrade for the right price? Did they get a good return to dilute shareholders? It might be okay. So don't necessarily kill them for that.
So, Paul, go ahead and tell me about a very important metric, which is their free cash flow over the past 5 years. I'm certain it's good.
So, guys, free cash flow is the metric I like to look at the most because it's cash in, cash out. It's calculated by cash from operations less your capital expenditures. Now, for a company like this, I added the line, for all companies, I added the line right underneath this that calculates it all for you because other websites have it and other parts of the website. To me, it makes most sense to have it right here on the cash flow statement. 5 years ago, $900 million in free cash flow. Last year, $7 billion in free cash flow.
Sheesh.
An average of 4.33. So our final metric is, I want to get a market cap. I take 4.33, multiply it by 20. That's $86.6 billion. The market cap's 150. That's not a good thing. However, I don't know whether the thing you have to understand here is it's jumped up a lot because of an acquisition. So this is a little skewed on the downside because we had an acquisition here. Although we also have $8 billion here.
What we're trying to show you, the difference between Robinhood, this new company that has not really proven itself as a long outstanding company. You can look at using our software. You can look at this type of data. If you're interested in this sector, we want you to try to avoid overpriced hype stocks and maybe get into something that's a little undervalued. So Paul,
our biggest issue with Schwab is how do we calculate their tons and tons of cash flow? Like how do we give them value for it? Robinhood, the question is, are they going to be around?
Are they going to make it?
Do we even know? Yeah. But if you want to sit there and understand that, then this is the way to do it. So what we did here was we created the software specifically because our users said to us, when we want to go research a company, we can't just wait for you to make videos. So we made the software. Now, what do you get with the software? You get all of this that you see. You get it in an app form. On your phone, wherever you go, it's an app form, everything you see. You get exclusive videos every single day just for software subscribers, 2 or 3 videos a day. You get a 6,000 person community. You can go in there. You have a thought on Schwab. You can go into the chat. It has to do with investing companies. Talk to them about Schwab. All these like-minded folks all around you. You get stock analyzer tool. You get the real estate calculator. And we're adding to this all the time. Very easy. It's only 90 cents per day. Guys, it's a no-brainer. If you can increase your returns by 1 or 2% a year, you'll have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars more if you start early enough. This is a no-brainer, less than a cup of coffee. 2 ways to sign up, everythingmoney.com or Patreon. You get the exact same access. The only difference is on everythingmoney.com, you don't get double charged in the first month like you do on Patreon, and you don't pay sales tax yet on everythingmoney.com because we're not big enough. So go ahead and sign up. It's 90 cents per day. It's a no-brainer. I don't even know how to explain it any simpler than, is it worth 90 cents a day for you to have all this access to all this data?
If you're interested in trading stocks at a quicker pace, Mo, we've seen some people who had literally didn't invest at all. To a few months later, they've learned your trading metrics, your trading rules. You always say, do not get involved with trades around earnings, and this puppy got smoked, baby.
It did. It got smoked on earnings, and plus, this is all you have right now on Robinhood. This is it. That's all we got. So this is why I do not get involved with IPOs, because I look at a chart as an entire book, and I need at least 1 year of full data to be that book. Right now, we basically have chapter 1, chapter 5, something like that. So I kind of avoid these things. If you want to learn how to trade IPOs, I would suggest you do that on a 15-minute chart, and if you want to do that, come join the Bid and Ask Nation. I'll show you how. But let's just look at Charles Schwab. This has a lot more data. They're at all-time highs right now. How do you play this? They do have a great average volume right now. I'm telling you that. So you're in this overbought area. It doesn't mean anything except for just keep watching it. If you break out and make an engulfing candlestick and take out that all-time high, you can go ahead and keep investing in it. So if you do want to learn how to trade IPOs and get involved in these and make money on these, there's absolutely a way to do it, and it's on a 15-minute chart. Come and join me in the Bid and Ask Nation for $1.50 more per day. You get all of the Everything Money software, the mobile app, everything like that, plus you get access to me, all my Trading 101 series videos, which teaches you all the rules, Employed Trader series, access to me on the Discord, access to the rest of the people in the community. It's a great place to be.
Paul, final take on Robinhood and similar IPO companies that come out and sound Avoid.
Yes, it could go up. If you want to go based on momentum, go to Mo. He's going to talk to you about that. But in terms of fundamentals, guys, I don't see how this fundamentally even makes sense. It makes me cry.
That's our take. Be careful with Robinhood. It's got a lot of work to do to get their user base up and to get their revenue back in the right direction. So that's our take. Final thumbs up. Watch more of our videos. This is a confusing language to some of the new people out there. We welcome you in. We've done over 1,000 videos. Keep watching. We love you. Final thumbs up. See you next video.